The 2024 election looms large, a date circled in red on the calendar of every investor, every citizen. The air crackles with tension. "We will make America great again," thunders Donald Trump, his voice echoing the anxieties of a nation yearning for stability. Across the political divide, Kamala Harris counters with a steely resolve. "The soul of our democracy is at stake." These are not mere campaign slogans. They are battle cries in a struggle for the very identity of America. The political landscape is fractured, trust in institutions eroded, the economy teeters on the brink, buffeted by inflation, supply chain disruptions, and global uncertainty. The American dream, once a beacon of hope, now flickers precariously for many. In this pressure cooker of anxiety and expectation, the 2024 election becomes more than just a political contest. It becomes a referendum on the future. The outcome will reverberate far beyond the halls of power, impacting every facet of American life. From Main Street to Wall Street, businesses, large and small, hold their breath, their investment decisions frozen, waiting for clarity, for direction. The stock market, that barometer of national confidence, jitters nervously, its every swing reflecting the underlying uncertainty gripping the nation. The stakes have never been higher. The decisions made in the coming months will shape the destiny of a nation, and with it, the financial fortunes of millions. Buckle up, America. The ride is about to get bumpy. Conversations around dinner tables are dominated by political discourse as families grapple with the implications of the upcoming election. Social media platforms are ablaze with debates, each post a microcosm of the larger national divide. The digital battleground is as fierce as the physical one. Young voters, energized and vocal, are stepping into the fray, their voices adding to the cacophony of opinions. They understand that their future is on the line. Meanwhile, older generations reflect on elections past, drawing parallels and noting differences, hoping for a resolution that brings unity. Amidst the chaos, there is a glimmer of hope, a hope that, despite the turbulence, the nation will emerge stronger, more resilient, and more united. As the sun rises on a new day, America stands on the precipice of change, ready to face whatever comes next with determination and courage. Remember the 2000 election? It was a night that stretched into weeks, a period of intense national anxiety, the agonizing wait for weeks as the fate of the nation hung on a handful of votes in Florida. The tension was palpable, with every update causing ripples of uncertainty. The legal battles, the recounts, the uncertainty that gripped the nation. It was a time when the very fabric of democracy seemed to be tested. That, my friends, was a stark reminder that in American politics, nothing is guaranteed. Every vote counts, and every election can bring surprises. And for investors, it was a crash course in the volatility that political uncertainty can unleash. The markets reacted swiftly and sharply, reflecting the nation's collective anxiety. The world is going to be surprised at how poorly our institutions handle what is coming, warns Ray Dalio, the billionaire investor and founder of Bridgewater Associates. His words echo the sentiments of many who foresee turbulent times ahead. He's not alone in his concerns. Many market analysts share his apprehensions, drawing on historical precedents to forecast potential outcomes. Market analysts are drawing parallels between the current climate and the tumultuous days of 2000, whispering warnings of a potential repeat performance, a sequel no one wants to see. The stakes are high, and the implications are vast. History, as they say, doesn't repeat itself, but it often rhymes. The echoes of the past are hard to ignore, especially when the patterns seem so familiar. The 2000 election saw the stock market plunge into a state of paralysis. Investors were left in a state of limbo, unsure of what the future held. The S&P 500, a key indicator of market health, shed over 5% of its value in the weeks following the election. It was a stark reminder of how quickly things can change. Uncertainty breeds volatility, and volatility is the investor's worst nightmare. The markets thrive on stability, and any disruption can cause significant upheaval. The lesson from 2000 is clear: be prepared for anything. Diversify your investments, stay informed, and be ready to adapt. Don't be caught flat-footed by a contested election. The political landscape can shift rapidly, and it's crucial to stay ahead of the curve. The market hates uncertainty, and a drawn-out political battle could send shockwaves through Wall Street, rippling out to impact your portfolio. Stay vigilant, stay prepared, and navigate the storm with caution. But here's the thing. 2024 is not 2000. It's a whole different beast. A beast that has evolved and grown more complex over the years. The political divisions are deeper, the rhetoric more inflammatory, the stakes exponentially higher. Every word, every action seems to carry more weight, more consequence. Add to that a volatile global landscape, a war in Europe, and an American economy teetering on the edge of recession, and you have a perfect storm brewing. The interconnectedness of global economies means that instability in one region can ripple across the world. This time, it's not just about hanging chads and butterfly ballots. It's about the very fabric of democracy being tested. It's about a fundamental clash of ideologies, a battle for the soul of America. The divide is not just political, it's cultural, social, and deeply personal for many. Trump, with his fervent base and his penchant for challenging norms, has already hinted at contesting the results if they don't go his way. His influence remains strong, and his supporters are ready to back him up. On the other side, the Democrats, still smarting from 2016, are vowing to fight tooth and nail to protect the integrity of the election. They are mobilizing resources, preparing for every possible scenario. This is a recipe for chaos, for a level of uncertainty that could make 2000 look like a walk in the park. The legal battles could be unprecedented in scale and duration. Imagine weeks, maybe even months of legal battles, recounts, and accusations of fraud. The courts could be overwhelmed, and the public trust in the electoral process could be severely tested. Imagine a deeply divided nation, with protests erupting in the streets, further fueling the sense of instability. The social fabric of the country could be stretched to its limits. Now, imagine the impact on the market, the Dow Jones plummeting, the Nasdaq in freefall. The financial markets are highly sensitive to political instability, your retirement savings evaporating before your very eyes. The financial security that many have worked their entire lives to build could be at risk. This is not hyperbole, it's a very real possibility, a scenario that every investor needs to be prepared for. The stakes are incredibly high, and the potential for disruption is immense. But wait, there's more. And this is where it gets interesting, because while volatility is the enemy of the unprepared, it is also the playground of the savvy investor. Just ask Warren Buffett, who famously said, "Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful." Volatility creates opportunity. When the market panics, when others are selling out of fear, that's when you buy. That's when you pick up bargains. When you position yourself for massive gains when the dust settles and the market inevitably rebounds. But to do that, you need a plan. You can't just jump into the market blindly, hoping for the best. That's a recipe for disaster. You need a system, a set of rules that guide your investment decisions, that help you navigate the choppy waters of market volatility. The fear gauge. Decoding the VIX. Enter the VIX, the CBOE Volatility Index, also known as the fear gauge. This index measures the market's expectation of volatility over the next 30 days. When the VIX is high, it means investors are expecting big swings in the market, usually downwards. When it's low, it means they're expecting relative calm. Now here's the thing about the VIX. It tends to spike during times of uncertainty. And what could be more uncertain than a contested election? So, if history is any guide, we can expect to see the VIX shoot up in the weeks and months following the 2024 election, especially if the outcome is disputed. But here's the good news. The VIX is not just a gauge of fear. It's also a predictor of opportunity. When the VIX spikes, it creates opportunities for savvy investors to buy undervalued assets, to profit from the market's overreaction. A system for success, navigating the chaos. This is where having a system comes in. You see, if you experienced market volatility after the 2008 crash, you can testify how market crashes can create unimaginable wealth for those who are prepared. Buy low, sell high. A good example is a group of investors who saw the subprime mortgage crisis coming and bet against the market, making billions while everyone else was losing their shirts. Now, I'm not saying you need to be a Wall Street genius to profit from market volatility, but you do need a system, a set of rules that you follow religiously, that take the emotion out of investing. You should be competent on when to buy and when to sell, how much risk to take, how to diversify your portfolio, and how to protect your capital. This gives you a roadmap to success, your guide through the treacherous terrain of market volatility. Without it, you're just gambling, hoping for the best, and in the current climate, hope is not a strategy. The day after your blueprint for profit. That's why I am preparing the day after November 5th, where I'll be sharing my insights on navigating the market volatility that's sure to come in the wake of the 2024 election. I'll be pleased to have your company at this special event. We'll be covering everything from the VX and other volatility indicators to specific investment strategies that can help you profit from market downturns. We'll also be discussing the potential impact of the Federal Reserve's decisions on the market and how to position your portfolio accordingly. This is your chance to gain the knowledge and tools you need to not just survive, but thrive in the face of market uncertainty. This is your opportunity to turn fear into profit, to capitalize on the chaos that others will be running from. Prepare, prosper, prevail. The 2024 election is a tinderbox and the market is a powder keg. The fuse has been lit and it's only a matter of time before something gives. The question is, will you be ready? Don't wait until it's too late. Don't be caught flat-footed like so many were in 2000, in 2008, in 2020. The time to prepare is now. The time to take control of your financial future is now. Subscribe to my channel for more insights and analysis on the market and the 2024 election. Join me at the day after November 5th and let's turn this period of uncertainty into a time of unprecedented opportunity. Remember, fortune favors the prepared. Let's make sure fortune favors you.